Here now is Lisa Bell and Candace Campos with Florida Foodie.
Hello and welcome back to Florida Foodie. I'm Candace Campos and we have our producer Thomas Mates here with us. And today we are welcoming a veteran food truck owner, and it's a good food truck.
Yeah, and by veteran we mean that literally. He spent 15 years in the Marines before retiring and opening his own business. We are so happy to be joined by Joel Dawson from Brothers-N-Arms BBQ. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Awesome.
The food, you could smell it from like down the hall. This is a beautiful spread.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. So barbecue, is it just something that you've always loved? Is it something that you had a late love for?
Well, barbecue, you know, in food service is what I did in the Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
I had an opportunity before I retired from the military, from the Marine Corps. My dad had a barbecue stand he was working for with our cousin. So I was talking to him about it, like, Dad, I want to do that too. You know, I was telling my friends, I've been want to do a food truck, and he taught me exactly how to manage a food truck, how to cook it, how to season it, and how to make it happen. And this is where we at today.
And this is where it is. And so you're a veteran. So can you tell, first off, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your support.
And I mean, what did you do in the Marines? Give us a whole breakdown.
So I joined the Marine Corps in 2001, and I always had a love for cooking because my mother and my aunts and my grandma and my grandparents, they always cooked. My mother showed us how to cook at a very early age. You know, she like, you know, son, you're gonna have to survive for yourself. You're gonna have to cook for yourself. I'm not gonna always be able to cook for you. Either you go to college, you go to the military, you're gonna, you know, you need to know how to cook. So when I joined the Marine Corps, I became a chef. I joined the food service community, and I did food service community, and they taught me how to do recipes and how to multiply them and feed the masses over thousands. And the key is, and the trick is, what the magic is to cook this food right here, and that same mac and cheese, it was taste when the last 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 person eat it, it would taste the very same when that first person ate it. That's what the trick is. That's the trick. And that's what the Marine Corps showed us, how to produce mass quantity of food at a quality rate. The thing about food, and this is the key, the thing about food, it boosts morale. You may have a bad day today, right? But if you could come, you know what, I'm gonna go to my favorite food spot, that's gonna boost my morale to a whole nother level. So think about the warfighter that goes out to the front lines of Afghanistan or Iraq, and they come back and they got some awesome barbecue, or they got a crab boil, or they got steak and lobster or surf and turf. They could come back to some good food. I know when I get back to the chow hall, the dining facility, I'm having some good doggone food. They can be dirty as all outdoors, but when they come in there and they sit down, and you can see the reactions on their faces. Like, they defeated when they walk in that door, but when they eat that plate, their morale is boosted. And I took that recipe that I see from the Marine Corps and from the military, and I do that with my truck each and every day. It's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And I think right now I mastered the quality of food to produce for the masses, so that way everybody can say they was in my line for an hour or 2 hours. They got the great quality, and they can tell me, you know, sir, it was worth the wait.
What are the most, because you said you were in Afghanistan and everything, what are the most like adverse conditions you've had to cook in?
Man, let me tell you, Afghanistan 2005.
Okay.
I was scared. I did not want to go. I called my mom, like, yo, Mom, I gotta go to Afghanistan. You remember, you know, September 11th happened 2001. So I'm in Pakistan, I'm Jalalabad, the Pakistan border. We in the valley, so we already, you know, have a disadvantage because we're in the valley. I'm in the chow hall, and the chow hall, you see how this floor, the heat is?
Yeah.
It's terrible. Imagine being in a mud hut with 6 propane burners inside a building, and you cooking rice, you cooking like chicken, green beans, vegetable. I'm talking about, it was so hot, my camouflage uniform got a tan. That's how hot it was. You understand what I'm saying? So we got everything, you know, you asked me earlier, like, yo, bro, how you cooking this heat, bro? Listen, I've been to Afghanistan too many times, and you gotta produce food. There's no excuses.
Yeah.
Marines have to eat. You know, military personnel have to eat. So this particular time, we're in the chow hall, and I would say from this table outside of that door, a RPG went off. Shook the whole building. It was so intense that it blew out all the windows that were in the DFAC. And everybody that was sitting at the DFAC left their table, left their trays, and we all went to our back, to the bunkers. The grunts went to did their thing. I told my Marines, I had 10 at the time, hey, listen, follow me, grab your weapon. If they give us instruction, this is what we're gonna do. That was the most intense. It was 45 minutes that we were in the bunker waiting for, we're cooks.
Yeah.
But every Marine is a rifleman. But if they say, hey, Dawson, get up, you need to man the wall, I got to do what I need to do.
Yeah.
So after the 45 minutes, the lieutenant, my lieutenant said we all clear, this and that. The grunts did what they needed to do. The snipers went up. We went back in the chow hall like it was nothing ever happened.
Oh, okay.
And that's people was like, this is my plate, that's my plate. And I say, hey, I can redo it again if you need to. If we got another if they do it again, we'll go back to it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm thankful for. Marines is going to be Marines. So that was definitely an experience. That's one experience I'll never forget.
So you retired, and then did you just hop right in? You knew this is exactly what you wanted to do, or?
I retired, and my thing was I got to get into corporate America. That was my thing. I need to be a productive citizen.
Okay.
I got to be productive. I got to get a job. I had my wife, I say, listen, we were dating at the time. I said, listen, I need to hook up a resume. I've been in the Marine Corps for too long.
It's intimidating.
It really is. I need to you to build a resume. This is what I did. A friend of mine told me about Staples. I worked for Staples until we got we got laid off. But the whole time I worked for Staples, I was still working with Brothers-N-Arms. I was doing catering. So every other Friday, I would bring I would do orders and have my partner bring in 50, 40 orders of barbecue to them. And then I was catering their work functions. So I was working for Staples and still working for myself at the same time.
Yeah.
The job disbanded. I said, thank God, because at that point I was getting busy.
Gave you the opportunity.
Get the opportunity. People like, man, you're not upset? Absolutely not. I'm about to work for myself full time because I done did what I needed to do to work for myself. At that point, I knew that I needed to work for myself because I'm my own boss and I can't tell people what to do. At the point, Staples wanted to make me a manager and because I know I am and I'm too gun-ho. You're going to say I'm too gun-ho.
Good for you.
You know what I mean? Because I was overachiever. They say you need to do this, that, and the third. I'm gonna go and clock in and do my job. You know what I'm saying? This is you pay me 8 hours to do, and I'm gonna do it. It's like you want to be a leader. No, I've been a leader of people for 15 years. I just want to sit here and be told what to do. You know what I'm saying? So then after Staples, we got laid off. Then I started working, doing my own thing with Brothers-N-Arms.
And so how long ago was that? Because
I retired in 2016. In 2017, I started Brothers-N-Arms BBQ.
Okay.
And in 2018, we got January 1, we got laid off. And then I started going with.
Okay. All right. So a few years that you guys have been doing this.
Yes.
How have you felt like the military, I guess, helps you with the food truck world? I mean, it's one of those things. It's a complete different shift in your brain, you would think.
Right.
But maybe not.
It is, but it ain't. You're dealing with civilians. You're not dealing with Marines. You can tell Marines, shut up, here it's on your plate, and go forward and do great things. You know what I'm saying? With I learned from the military is how to multiply great quality of food and give it to patrons, give it to customers. Just the whole. I took the whole architecture design for the Marine Corps from ordering. Because I was with ordering, if a person tells me I have 200 people in my wedding, I know how much to order of ribs, how much to order of chicken, how much to order for baked beans, mac and cheese. I put down my little equation, my formula the Marine Corps showed me, okay, I need this amount of cases of this,
Brilliant.
and hit it every time. So the Marine Corps taught me exactly how to plan properly. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Florida Foodie will be back in a moment with a veteran and master chef behind Brothers-N-Arms BBQ, Joel Dawson.
A layer of baked beans.
Yes.
A layer of mac and cheese.
On top of each other.
On top of each other, layered.
Okay.
A layer of collard greens, and you get your choice either pulled chicken, the pulled pork, or ribs on top.
The signature dish that sets his food truck apart from the rest, still ahead. You're back with Florida Foodie, and this time we are digging into some smoky, tender barbecue with a veteran who spent 15 years in the Marine Corps before returning home and starting his own food truck and catering business. So let's get back with Joel Dawson of Brothers-N-Arms BBQ.
What's the biggest difference for cooking for civilians versus cooking for Marines? Is it just that they have the opinion and they can come back to you?
They have the opinion, man. They really do. They could tell you they can cook mac and cheese better. Or I would do this when I cook it. Or when I cook my stuff, I do it this way. Well, and in my back of my head, well, open up your food truck. Open up your business. Yeah. With Marines, you can tell them like, shut up, get out my line, and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, change your MOS to food service, then you can come show us what you made of. You know what I'm saying?
So show us. So this is some of your spread. This little sample plate.
Yes. So this right here in the middle is what we call our freedom platter. So we have a catering tray, the aluminum trays that you put in chafing dishes.
Yeah.
But it's a lot bigger. This is a little mini version of it. So
Just
we have.
For us.
Yes, for you guys. So I have our award-winning ribs, which I won an award by with Dawson. With our ribs. I have our slow smoke chicken. I have our award-winning pulled pork. This is my award-winning mac and cheese, collard greens, and baked beans all on one platter.
All in one platter.
All on one platter. It's called a freedom platter.
Freedom platter. That's fantastic.
Yes.
And so where are you? So your food truck is where? Where do you
My
guys
food
normally
truck-
hang out? Where do you guys frequent?
So now we're located in our base hub is in Sanford, Florida at Rockin' Ronda's. We're partnered up with Rockin' Ronda's Neighborhood Bar in Sanford, Florida. The address there is 2617 South Orlando Drive. You can catch us there every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll be there unless we have a special engagement that we'll be at. But right now we open up our backyard kitchen. So that way if the food truck moves, we'll still have the barbecue on site. So we're in Sanford as of now.
Us talking to all the different chefs and owners with Florida Foodie, it's not always an easy road. It's not just like we go from point A to point B and we have our own business.
You would like it for it to be like that.
Yeah, we'd love it. Then everyone would be doing it. But it's quite a road.
Yeah,
to get through it.
It is. And I tell any person that's getting to the food service business is tough. It's really tough. You got to have a niche. We have a thing called a barbecue sundae. I should have brought it out here. And
I wanted to ask you about the sundae.
I'm kicking myself in the butt about it. So the barbecue sundae is a layer of baked beans.
Yes.
A layer of mac and cheese.
On top of each other.
On top of each other, layered.
Okay.
A layer of collard greens, and you get your choice either pulled chicken, the pulled pork, or ribs on top. So
Like how big is this bowl?
it's a 16-ounce bowl.
Oh wow.
A healthy portion.
How did you come up with that?
On accident.
No, you didn't.
On accident. So my dad, he's like, hey, listen, my dad helped me get into the business, like I told you. So he's like, hey, you don't want to waste plate costs. So use a bowl. So I had a bowl at this one particular event in Daytona Beach, spring break.
Okay.
So I had a bowl. At this point in time, I had the see-through bowl so you can see the layers. At this point in time, I just had a bowl. You couldn't see it. So I had a layer, and I had the pulled pork on time. And I'm just eating it because we were getting our butts kicked. One of the girls that knew was like, what is that you eating? I was like, little barbecue sundae. She's like, I want one. So I relayed to the team, like, listen, I need you to make this, what I just made, to her. She ordered 4 of them, walked around the area, and we sold maybe 150 of them.
No.
Wow.
So that's been a staple menu on our item. That's been a hot item.
So can we try some of this?
Just do it.
Okay.
Dig in.
Normally Lisa is the one to be like, okay, we're trying this. So now I'm like, can we try this?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Yeah, I don't know
So what would you say kind of, you guys you have some type of drizzle? What is
That's
all
our
this?
camouflage sauce.
Camouflage sauce.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Seems on brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's the camouflage sauce? Or is
So
it
it's a mustard-based sauce,
Okay, I'm gonna try some.
along with a complemented with our tomato-based sauce.
Okay.
So it's gonna be dancing on your
I'm
taste
trying
buds.
to be dainty.
There you go. Be dainty.
Smoky, sweet, savory. Camouflagey.
Yeah, it is. That is.
That's good.
That's very good.
What's your favorite?
All of it.
You can't say that.
Okay. My favorite.
Favorite child.
My personal favorite. My personal favorite is the ribs. I take pride in the ribs because of the process.
How long does it take?
My ribs take about 6 hours. So I have 2 big smokers, and then I'll let my ribs to smoke at least for 2 hours before I actually speed cook it.
Your collard greens are like butter.
You like that?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes you get like too crunchy.
Right.
Or like it's
Right. They gotta be tender.
Yes.
They gotta be tender.
Gosh, that was good. Okay, so if you say your favorite's the ribs, then I just have to dig in.
You gotta go in.
Gosh.
You gotta go in.
I can guarantee you the director's gonna go right into this camera.
That is.
I knew it. There's a little kick to it. There's a little heat. Oh, that's good. Okay. Take a shot of Thomas. Don't look at me.
I'm not nearly as entertaining.
So you have a couple kids?
Yes, I have 5.
Okay.
My daughter is 22. She just graduated Florida A&M. And she's about to be a teacher at Meadowbrook Middle School.
Congratulations.
This school year. My son is 17. He's out on the truck with me today. I'm proud of him. He has 14 full ride scholarships for various different schools around the area of the nation, and he chose to go to Mississippi Valley.
Wow.
In Mississippi.
Proud moment.
Yep. And then my 3 youngest are my 4-year-old, which is my captain. He's really taken into what I do.
So he's a mini you, that's for sure.
That for certain. For certain.
So what's next? What's next for Brothers-N-Arms?
My goals is to have a few more trucks. I want to. My really big goal is to be close to bases, military bases.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? To be a hub where they come back for deployment, or they know when they come back to their home base, I can go to Brothers-N-Arms BBQ and get a good meal, and get a great meal. So that's my dream. You identify with veterans.
Can you tell before they even say anything? Is it just like a look?
You can look, and then they'll say the Army. I always say this one thing. Oh, okay, that's where you went. You sound like you from the Army. You know what I'm saying? You can identify each service. You know what I'm saying? If a devil dog. And that's how we, name ourselves Marines. We got that name from the Germans. If you say, "Hey, devil dog," I already know that's a Marine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna yell and bark at each other, scream, and people, they may not understand, but we do. They like patronizing the veteran-owned business. You know what I'm saying? So they come to me. They may patronize other trucks, but they identify.
Right.
They familiar with the military. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I chose the name Brothers-N-Arms BBQ.
All right. So where can people find you online?
They can find me at Brothers-N-Arms BBQ on Instagram. They can find me at Brothers-N-Arms BBQ on Facebook. They can find me at Brothers-N-Arms BBQ on TikTok. And they can find us at Brothers-N-Arms BBQ, Brothers-N-ArmsBBQ.com on our website. And they can all my numbers are on each and every website. I'm very personal with everybody. I like to make sure everybody feels like they're part of the team, and that you're part of the family. And that's what it is. It's my 3 F's, and I tell everybody, it's all about family, fun, and fellowship. Each and every time you visit my orange machine called Brothers-N-Arms BBQ, it's about family, fun, and fellowship. I play the 70s funk, because that's my daddy's music. It's good barbecue music. You know what I'm saying? Before I serve any plate, and they do it today, because we at the news station, I didn't want to blast the power line.
Oh, come on, you could have. You could have.
But I got to get the 70s funk going.
Okay.
That's when you know the food's good. Playing good music, good vibes, good jams, I'm going to check those guys out. And the thing is, I always want to set myself apart from everybody else. So that's what it is, man. If you check out my Instagram and Facebook, you see what I'm all about. And I go live a lot. I talk to the people. Even though I got 1 viewer on there, somebody's there with me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for bringing everything in, for talking with us. Good luck with everything.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. I want to encourage everybody to my philanthropy. I do a lot of philanthropy for different groups, teachers, veterans. My Etsy store, I'm on Etsy. I do a lot of personnel merchandise, shirts, bandanas, keychains, T-shirts, tank tops.
Okay.
A percentage of that proceeds goes back to Semper Fi Foundation. So help me help a veteran. I tell people that all the time. You help me, help them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these veterans, they had the test and the fortitude to sign their name on the dotted line to support and defend this great country called United States of America. So I have to do my due diligence to helping them. I'm talking about from paraplegics, people that suffer from PTSD, just transitioning, period. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all they knew. I like helping out my fellow brothers in arms, man. You know, in any way I can help them, I do it each and every day. I have Marines call me right now, Dawson, how can I do this? Hey, this is how we do it. And that helps me to help them. So I encourage everybody that sees this podcast, help me to help a vet.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to keep eating.
Yep, do your thing.
And thanks for watching Florida Foodie. Now, if you want to learn more about Brothers-N-Arms BBQ, you can check out this story on clickorlando.com. You can also watch this episode and many more right now on News 6 Plus. Just download the app for your smart TV and explore the amazing stories behind your favorite local eats and treats.